Yep. What up? Top of the top. What's up? What's good, family? Good morning. Another day. We out here. What's good? Thank God. I seen you the first up in here. Shout out Zen God. What's up? ABG, what up, bro? You already know. JE, what's good? I gotta holler at the Brooklyn brothers. You heard? Shout out to everybody everywhere across the world. We live right now. Fun of Fame live. We about to heat it up again. It's a lot going on. Y'all already know we've been talking about this. I told y'all how it's going to go down this time of the year. It's about to get crazy. It's going to stay crazy. It's going to stay distraction. It's going to stay a lot of people confused. They don't know up from down, right from left. They don't know where to go, what to do. But over here, we in order. We in pocket over here. What's up? So you already know what type of time I'm on today. That's right. Latasha Jordan, what's up? What up, Jay? Good morning, Carla. Annette, what is popping? What's up, sis? What's up, Nene? Danielle, what's up? Good to see y'all, man. What's up, Lex? What's up, Lexi? Y'all know how I do. I'm gonna holler at y'all. You know, we got a few things to talk about today. Man, I don't even know where to start. But anyway, it's episode 265. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to everybody catching the live right now, man. Y'all know that's what we do, man. We cook early. A lot of people try to do it, but they just can't do it. You know, they try to hit that button, but they just ain't, they ain't got it. I'm gonna be real. Some of y'all just better with uploads. I'm gonna be real. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna talk a little talk because that's what I do. Anyway, today we're gonna be talking about some of the madness going on in the world. I'm telling you, what's up, Alan from the UK? What's up, bro? See, I've been waiting for all this to happen because, like I said, those who've been tuning in, this ain't nothing new. I gave you play-by-play how everything gonna play out. But some people still gonna be victims. But we're gonna talk about today. Now, first, we're gonna touch back on that whole PNB ROCK, on how he just so happened to be bragging about how he never got ran down on, never been robbed, how he stayed ready. And you know, we seen that he was on Academic Show. And for some reason, it's just my opinion, no disrespect. It just seemed like, if you notice, a lot of rappers either die or go to jail after they go to Academic. Something bad happened. Not saying it's because of him. I'm just saying that's like a pattern. Either they go to jail or somebody died. And one of their last interviews always be Academics or something they said on his show. It's always something. Anyway, Academics another dude. He ever holler at me, I'm not rocking with him. I'm cool. I decline, bro. You know what I'm saying? You might can help a brother and all of that, but I'm good. Anyway, we're going to talk about that. And also salute to a lot of y'all for sending me that information, sending me that info, sending me them clips. You know what I'm saying? According to how I get the information, according to how I'm putting things together, y'all know I'm going to use certain things, but y'all keep it coming. I'm going to need a team eventually. And when I get my stuff together, I'm going to need a team just for that. Anyway, man, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how bobbyshmurda is still doing suspect things after 6 years in prison. We see him twerking. We see him doing a whole lot of suspect things. But is it suspect or is he really being outright? Because we don't like to accept when things are outright in our face. But we're going to take a look at bobbyshmurda allegedly under the covers with some men. And I ain't really got to say alleged. We just going to do our homework. We're going to see what's up. Because I told y'all, we ain't getting tricked no more. All that trickery these people be doing, that's old school shit. These kids ain't getting tricked no more. You dig? We ain't going for that. Anyway, the real information we're going to talk about today is in Denver. They've been giving out bug out bags. And for those that don't know, in Denver, they have declared National Preparedness Month. Prepared. meaning shit about to go down. And they've been telling the people of the state to go out and get themselves a bug out bag. We're going to talk about that. We're going to always talk about the real news, the real updated news. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the shenanigans. I'm going to entertain, but never forget, for no fame is about that real information. I ain't about no fame. I'm about them facts. You dig? Understand that when you tapping in over here. You want info, this is where you come. First thing first, early to rise, early to get paid, early to live a better life. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, also, I seen yesterday, Tasha K plans on moving to Africa. She about to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about a little bit of that. And we're going to talk about the regular agendas that's going on how the fentanyl has now been found on school grounds in possession of a kid. Just like I said it was going to happen. Just like we talked about with that rainbow fetty. I told you that was for the kids. Yeah, now we got more proof on that. And we're going to talk about some other things. Y'all know how I do. Had to let the people pull up a little something. Salute to everybody that's here. Top of the top. Black Barbie 05, Mike Flame, ASAP Auto, what's up? Mood Legend. All right. So like I said, man, we here. We ain't really got too much time to play around, and we're going to get into it. Let's go. As y'all see, it's a lot of weird stuff going on, a lot of different things. You know why? Because we in a harvest season now. If you didn't know, let me tell you, we are now in a harvest season. So what that means is a lot of things about to go down. You know what I'm saying? For people that know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. Other than that, the ones that don't know, if you want to learn, you pay attention. Shit going down. All right? We already seeing the highest level of distractions. What's a distraction? Shit that don't really mean nothing. Things that's irrelevant to your life. Things that just you take with a grain of salt. It's a lot of that going on, right? But underneath all of that, it's a lot of real shit going on. And I told y'all, whenever they start turning up with a lot of bogusness and a whole lot of nonsense, that's when you know some real shit going down and about to go down. That's how they play the game. All right. So today I'm gonna be chopping up a few things. We're gonna chop it up. And one of the first things we're gonna talk about, like I said, when we talk about this bragging, boasting, arrogant, everybody feels like they can't be touched. I feel like that. But I know in reality, that shit ain't true. And I told you, people come with false delusional realities in their own brain and don't understand that this world is way bigger than you. And no matter how tough you are, it's somebody 100 times tougher. You dig? It's just what it is. So, as you see, this been going around. Just a few days ago, PNB ROCK talked about robbery attempts on him in LA. So what that mean? That mean he's been getting warnings. He knew that it was a possibility. Now, always keep in mind, he's from Philly. He's not from LA. LA is totally different. They move different. He actually explained some of that stuff in this interview. For those that didn't see it, go watch the PNB ROCK interview with DJ Academics. You dig? And he spoke about how on the East Coast and, Philly, things of that nature, people on the East Coast move different. The thugs, the gangsters, if they move different. He was talking about the difference between Cali outright, East Coast more sneaky. Basically, he was just getting into certain different things and scenarios, or basically how he ain't scared, he ain't no punk, he ain't worried about nothing. But we see what happened to him in Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. Another thing I gotta talk about, we gotta chop up, is that Roscoe's is now back for business. They back open. See? That death don't stop nothing. The show must go on. Money gotta still get made. The thing is, what I said in my brain, I'm not eating it here. I'm not eating nowhere where I know for a fact somebody got their guts blowed out. This place is now cursed. That's my opinion. I ain't eating in there. But as you see, they back over for business because a human life ain't worth nothing. Don't mean nothing. The show must go on. And people gonna still sit in the booth where he got shot at. Y'all know how that go. Because that's Hollywood. That's LA. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? But a life means nothing no more. And like I said, it's sad when you really look at it that when you a rapper, you trying to be great. And like I told people, the whole key to being a rapper, a successful rapper, is being a household name. But most of these rappers only become household names when they die. They be having a following. They got their fan base. Now, don't get it messed up. PNB ROCK got 2 million plus subs on YouTube. Like I say, he got his own following. He do his own streaming. He do his own thing. He was getting money. But I'm talking about when you're a household name, where everybody know your name. That's been happening in the past years. You got to die for you to be a household name now. And yes, it's being said that he was another empire artist. We also seen this circulating. I saw it. People sent it to me. You dig? But it is a coincidence for those that don't believe in shit. All of these rappers have 5-point star rings. But you got to keep in mind, those rings are fashion. They are fashion. But it ain't no coincidence all of them had the same fucking ring and all of them died. A lot of people feel like the 5-point star mean different things. But we know what an upside down star represents. You dig? Let me check out the chat and make sure I watch my people cooking. What's up, Miss Deja? Yeah. So as you see, they all got the 5-point star ring. That's a hell of a coincidence, ain't it? Is that maybe a part of how they became fallen stars? But I know it don't got nothing to do with the ring. I'm talking symbolism. I'm talking about spiritual energy. This is what I be talking about. When everybody is in the world of doing the same thing, doing the same thing, doing the same thing, and they all end up in the same place. But it just so happened, all of them got 5-point stars on their finger. All of them signed with Empire Records. I'm going to have to do a whole nother special on that. But I just wanted y'all to see, which a lot of y'all already seen, that a lot of this shit is orchestrated. Check this out. Now, this was out before we seen that. I had to pull this up. Not only were they all wearing the same ring, they all got killed in the same month. Not the same year, but King Von got killed in November. Dolph got killed in November. Mo 3 got killed in November. Do y'all see the pattern? But a lot of people don't believe in the unseen hand. They don't believe in unseen things. They think everything in life is a joke. But what some people gotta realize is that it's people playing with a whole different energy. It's people that run the world that sit in high places that you was told about. They pull strings. We are at war with unseen powers. That's why a lot of people are losing. And they just think it's all about the money. But that money is becoming your fucking death. And you're getting it from the wrong people. Now, remember, it's nothing evil about entertainment. It's nothing evil about making money. It's about how you go about it and who you deal with. That's the thing we got to understand and remember. You see, some people, they just go through what they got to go through. They get it the hard way. They pay their dues. It might take them years. It don't matter. They put this hard work. But then some people take the fast route and they get certain opportunities that the average person wouldn't get. But my point is this: all of them got a 5-point star ring on. Is that a coincidence? Or is it just a fad? Is it just something? All I'm saying is it's a lot of the blind leading the blind going on. And I'm telling y'all, it's so much stuff going on. I can't put it all together because I just see a fallen people. I see a lost people. I see a people that is so deep in all the wrong things that they so far they can't get out. I also see that this was already written. When we spoke about things within the book, what's up, Rondell? When we spoke about things in the book about how when King Ahab was in power and Jezebel convinced King Ahab to have all the Israelites going against the grain, worshiping the wrong gods, burning up their kids, sacrificing their kids. And then we'll see in history that the Hebrew Israelites went through hell after that. Just like when you fast forward to this day, you see a whole lot of people going through hell, and they turned their back on what's right and what's supposed to be lived out. We see a lost people. We see a bunch of lost sheep that's about to be slaughtered, and they don't have a clue because they think that hip-hop rap is their culture. They think all the wrong things, but they don't understand that, look, the people you've been worshiping, they fallen because this shit was already written. That's why I told y'all, even Satan is having his own wars within themselves. Satan, when you see Satan and his minions warring, that lets you know what time it is. That means you a sheep, you ain't got a chance because it's an internal beef going on. That's why you see certain celebrities getting put on blast, getting slandered, getting arrested, because Satan is checking his own minions. He cleaning his own house out. Because I told you, now they got to choose their side. And a lot of them, they chose the wrong side, and they've been doing the wrong shit. So therefore, the contract must be fulfilled, and it's called, look, a life has to be taken because it's time to cash out. It's the harvest season. You know how when you plant the fruit and you grow, I don't care what you got planted. Eventually, once it grows, it has to be chopped. It has to be chopped from the root. You dig? That's why now you see rappers, you see people get what? Chopped from the root. So they ain't never gonna grow. You see the youth getting chopped. It's harvest season. They getting picked like flowers. They getting picked like corn. Fresh out the field, thrown in the ditch. You dig? You know how they cut down the whole crop and then they just store it somewhere. They just put it up. Man, you see a people getting chopped down. But that's why a lot of people don't understand when the book was talking about trees, they were also talking about people. That's why you see people getting chopped down like trees. I told you it's like a life don't mean nothing no more. But guess what? A lot of this was already written. It's already written. So what we watching in real life play out that what? When I kept telling people that what? The shit ain't gonna get no better. Why? It has to get totally screwed up to get back right. Because then somebody has to put everything back in perspective. And that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm just saying, for some reason, everybody that happens to, it's like when a person die or get indicted, academics is the last person they usually talk to, or he's within that last bracket. I don't know if people send him to interview people they plan on taking out next. I don't know. I'm just saying it's something shady with that dude. Let's not also forget academics made a career of covering the Chirac wars, and he's the one that put the big spotlight on all the killers in Chicago rap, which started a whole clout movement and a whole bunch of other stuff. That was DJ Academic started that. So he's always around death, one way or another. Either it's volunteer or he just that type of nigga where he just attract that energy. And that's another thing, speaking of these clowns. I posted this yesterday, as you see. Whack 100 checks Tekashi 69 for trolling PNB Rock Death. How many rappers that died did this lame rainbow fruit suspect ass dude clown? He think it's cool to make himself trend by disrespecting the dead, but guess what? Nobody respects that. Nobody cares. So if Whack 100 checked him for that, that's what's up. But other than that, nobody cares about 6ix9ine because guess what? I'm pretty sure if 6ix9ine ever passed, everybody, a lot of people gonna celebrate. He gonna get a real celebration. That's just what it is. You feel me? But I just want to show y'all how people make a mockery out of death. Roscoe's go back to selling their chicken and waffles because I told you when you die, or they gonna say rest in peace. I'm praying for you. Prayers up. You might get a couple t-shirts. That's it. And you're gonna be a trending topic when you die now. That's it. You're gonna be a trending topic. Life goes on. But like I said, this shit just starting to heat up. Now let's get into this real shit. Because a lot of people, I ain't see y'all talking about this. A lot of people, you've been distracted out here. Now look, Denver has been preparing the state, Colorado, one of the first states to have weed legal. One of the first states where everybody ran to. But see, y'all don't know the game because a lot of y'all didn't see the message that was within the Denver airport. A lot of people that been on their studies, you know what I'm talking about with the whole Denver airport, where it had on the wall what was going to take place. Denver, Colorado is also one of the places in America that have underground cities. I told you, when you deal with America, America's a big puzzle. You got to watch every state. Every state has a piece of the puzzle. You dig? And I be trying to tell people that everything goes on within every state in a different way, but at the same time, they play out different things in different states. Like Chicago passed the law about what? The martial law situation where basically it's going to be purged, meaning certain laws are being played with. Now you see in Colorado, they dealing with different laws, but all of this is America and it's going to happen in the city near you. Now they're giving out bug out bags. What's a bug out bag? Let your boy tell you about the bug out bag. Let's chop it up. Bug out bag. They saying be prepared. You need all of this in your bag right here. You need a survival kit because they basically saying shit is about to get ugly. And this is also being promoted by FEMA. If you know anything about FEMA, you already know what that ties into. And FEMA is the leaders. FEMA is the Waldorf Astoria Holiday Inn of a special place called what? Concentration camps. I mean FEMA camps, pardon me. FEMA camps where they store people at for unlimited time. We all seen the cots. We've seen the pictures of the storehouses. We seen that shit years ago. Well, guess what? It looks to me like they about to stir the crowd because this is what's being promoted. Go get you a bug out bag. It was a national statement in Colorado that the state must be prepared. September is National Preparedness Month. I told you it's harvest season. I told y'all it's going to get nasty this time of the year. We're in the dark season. Yeah, a lot of y'all running with the purge topic because it's trendy right now, but this shit been going on. We've been talking about it, but a lot of people still ain't ready. They think it's a topic. This shit about to get nasty out here. Now check it out. September is National Preparedness Month. How many of y'all prepared right now? September is National Preparedness Month, and we have Sherman Gillums with FEMA to share his tips on how to prepare our families for any type of emergencies. Told you. A lot of time, they tell you what's going to happen before it happens. They tell it right in your face. This is why it's so many distractions going on, because most people are not prepared and don't have a fucking clue that it's Preparedness Month. You did? But you know PNB ROCK got shot, right? True. Now, boom. During National Preparedness Month this September, FEMA's Ready campaign and the Ad Council are urging everyone in America, not just Colorado. You see, they passed it in Colorado, but this applies to America. I told you this is how they work. Because if they would have did this in New York, they would have panicked. If they would have announced it in Chicago, they would have panicked. And they would announce it in LA, people start panicking. Let's announce it in Colorado. And then some people to get it. This also how they talk to their people. Sometimes you got to understand that the powers that be, they have people in the world too, and they have to put their people on point so their people won't get caught lacking. You dig? So I'm going to say it again. During National Preparedness Month this September, FEMA's Ready campaign and the Ad Council are urging everyone in America to be prepared for emergencies and disasters such as hurricanes, wildfires, flooding, and more that could strike at any time. See that? And more. I'm going to show y'all how they play. When it says and more, that means a whole lot of other shit that ain't going to be calculated, meaning shootings, killings, deaths, whatever. Bombs, don't matter. All right? You got to be prepared for everything is what they telling you. And this from FEMA. If anybody know about FEMA, you already know what time it is. You know FEMA don't just make statements to be just making statements. National Preparedness Month for America. Because some people know it's something about to go down. I also been doing research, and I ain't going to jump the gun, but they saying allegedly something major is going to happen on the 24th. You dig? So I'm just telling people, if you've been playing, it might be a little too late for you. because we're going to touch on some things. Because what I'm doing this episode, we're going to bring a lot of things full circle on what we already been talking about. This episode 264. So if you ain't been in the loop, you late. We've been talking about this for damn near a year now. All of this stuff now is coming to a play. And a lot of y'all already know this. Know what I'm saying? So check it out. Key word within this right here. Urging everyone in America to be prepared for emergencies. All right? The stages are being set. Whether you like it or not, the stage is being set. Something is going down in America. All over the world, something is going down. And meanwhile, check it out, child. Everything else is still going on too. But this is something totally different. Remember, you seen it, you heard it, but you just ain't think it was going to happen, right? I told y'all. They don't want to get rid of everybody, but they want to get rid of a certain people. Another thing you got to understand, it's a lot of homeless people in Colorado. After weed became legal, so many people ran to Colorado and been calling themselves living off the land. I told y'all, a lot of people out here living off the land, off the grid, you're getting put in the category of homeless. If you call yourself living off the grid, you can get put in a FEMA camp. You don't have no address. You don't have no structure. And you better have your ID and credentials, because if you get put in that camp, your ass ain't getting out. So people thought it was just a mass incarceration. No, I told y'all before, a lot of people getting put in camps. You're going to be dealt with. Let's carry on, because we ain't finished yet. Those events fall under the Denver Ready Preparedness Program, which is part of the National Preparedness Month. How many of y'all knew that this was National Preparedness Month? But y'all already know how long we've been talking about over here. What? Get your stuff in order. Start getting things you need in your house to survive. Did we not been talking about that for months over here? And my people been talking about this? I told y'all, man. 9/11 was part one. This generation gonna go through something else. You know what I'm saying? But how many people knew that this was National Preparedness Month, which means you better start getting your shit in order now. Because what they got planned, I don't know. But I know one thing, when FEMA and certain people give these warnings, I know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Rescue efforts highlight importance of property flagging down helicopters. Our officers believe bug-out bags will help residents increase their emergency preparedness, which will improve people's overall resilience should they encounter an emergency or disaster. A disaster. Key word, get you a bug-out bag, because it might be a disaster coming. But look, we already know in America, it's a lot of shit going on right now. So what the hell are they talking about? Obviously, what they talking about is going to be worse and on top of what's already going on. Because once it's chaos and disaster, that brings murder and mayhem. When people already raping, robbing, and killing and breaking their houses and jacking and doing the most, this shit is about to get nasty out here. I'm telling y'all. So, like I said, I pay attention. I caught the message. Once again, Denver, Colorado announced to the world, get you a bug-out bag. Free bug-out bags. What's a bug-out bag? This is a bug-out bag. Everything you see within this. They're going to batteries, flashlight. Even though don't get it twisted, it's still a joke. This is a joke. Because within the bug-out bag ain't no food, a lot of other things you need to survive. You see that? Cash. Why? ATM might be cut off. I told y'all. You wake up right now, ATM shut down. What you going to do? When you've been trained to keep all your money in the ATM, and every time you need $20, you got to go to the ATM. You got to swipe for $20. They already trained everybody to not keep cash no more. They already trained you to be broke. I've been telling y'all this for months. They've been training people to be broke. You make a whole lot of money, but it go to the card, go to the bills, you swipe, swipe, swipe. You don't even touch your own cash no more. That's a form of being broke. Like when you go to the ATM and your card don't work, you online, that make you look broke, right? Because you ain't touching that cash. And how you going to be prepared if some shit pop off and you can't get to ATM or the fucking power out? You ain't got no cash. You're done. But this is what they're telling you. You need you a preparation bag. Y'all also been seeing the new cordless chargers they got out now, where people can plug up 8 different devices. That's for when you want out in the woods somewhere and laying low. But this is what they're telling you to get. Why are they? You got to ask the question. Why are they telling people to get you a bug out bag? Then they call it a bug out bag. And y'all know that's New York slang. We've been calling people bugged out. We've been talking about, yo, you bugging. That go back to the 80s. You know what I'm saying? That's our slang. You know what I'm saying? So they know you're going to get bugged out because some shit about to happen that's going to bug you out. So you need a bug out bag. You get it? How many people knew that this was National Preparedness Month? That's all I want to know. How many people knew that? And then we're going to see how much we all been distracted. To show you, shit getting real out here. How many people knew about this? That's what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all got big platforms, but y'all ain't bringing the information. You only know about something somebody else talk. We need y'all to start putting this information out there that the people need bug out bags because they talking some other shit. And we also know what's announced for what? The 1st of January. All of this shit goes together. You dig? All of it's going together. All right? All of this deals with the what? They told us 2 billion people might be gone after this year. That was announced by the United Nations. Let me keep reminding people. 2 billion people will perish off of the earth through many, many different circumstances. They already told you that. I'm just repeating the shit. So why they keep giving all these warnings and all these signs? What's all this stuff about? Common sense, something going down. And guess what? It's better to what? Be prepared than to be caught lacking, right? Therefore, if FEMA say get a bug out bag, I think it's smart to get a bug out bag and a few extra items you're going to need. And if you got a family and you got more than one person, you need a whole lot of bug out bags. You get it? And they said America need to be prepared, not just Denver, Colorado, not just there. But it is some things that's going on with Denver. Let's continue on. It's the real shit. Also, shout out to Say Cheese. California middle school student arrested for allegedly bringing fentanyl to school, causing employee to overdose. Did I not tell people that this rainbow fetty, this whole fetty was made for kids, that is going to be on school grounds? A lot of kids going to be dying. I told y'all that. Now you see it for yourself. Inch by inch by inch by inch playing out. This is the real warfare. Each one of them fentanyl pills is a bullet. Each one of them fentanyl pills is a shot to the dome. You dig? You see, drugs always been around. We was told to stay away from drugs. But guess what? We wasn't raised in a time where you touch the drug and you die. You touch the drug and you OD. Fentanyl is nothing to play with. That fetty will knock your socks off, especially if you're a kid. But you see, they can stop whatever they want to stop when they want to stop, but somehow this stuff is still slipping through the cracks. They catching all the cocaine. They catching all the weed. But this fentanyl is all around us. And now you see, I told you when school come back, that's when all this shit gonna start up. Now you got to worry about the kids in school getting their hands on fentanyl. You got to worry about the kids in school catching monkeypox. Somebody in California died from monkeypox yesterday. See that? C-19 picking up. They're gonna have that shit so much chaos this winter. But this right here, you better tell your kids about. You better tell your people about that fetty. You better tell them about them rainbow-looking candies that'll kill them. Don't be stupid and don't tell your child, and your child wind up touching one and think they got a piece of candy. You dig? I'm telling you, this was going on. Drugs that'll knock your head off on school grounds. This is going on in America right now as we speak. Everybody is not going to die from gun violence. So we can talk about gun violence every day, all day, but we need to start talking about the things that you can't see that's killing. It's called fentanyl and a whole lot of other things. Let's continue on. North Carolina detective seized 2.6 million fentanyl, the country's largest bust in America, right in North Carolina on the East Coast. Do you see that? They said it was enough fentanyl to kill 500 million people. That's what they said. Showing y'all the warfare. Remember months ago when I told y'all how somebody said that that's why we're going to give your people fentanyl and all y'all going to die? I told y'all that months ago. A lot of people was around. Y'all seen it. Y'all heard it. This is real shit. It's people that don't like you that want you out of here, and they're going to get you out of here by any means necessary. Now they're using other tactics. And not only you, they're attacking your bloodlines of the future. So just because you know what's going on, you better make sure your kids know what's going on, because if certain people want you dead. Look, FBI seized over 1 million fentanyl pills and 1 million in cash from a Mexican cartel. They're making money off, I'm telling you, they come here making money. They selling death. And in this situation, they took their cash. Because you got to remember this too. Some of them are sanctioned to do what they do, and some of them are not. Because it's a control thing. You see? The drugs have always been controlled. And the people that work for them are sanctioned to sell the drugs in certain places. You don't work for them, you get busted. So my point is this. Either way, all you got to understand is 1 million fentanyl pills circulating. Do you see this shit? Remember when I told y'all yesterday, I said America functions off dirty money. Dirty money is what make the country go around. When regular working people ain't got no money. People that get checks ain't got it. Drug money makes the world go round. But the way they got it now, they make it where you got to sell death to get paid. And for people that's selling the Fetty, not only are they selling death, they are also key players in the warfare to annihilate and exterminate a particular people, as well as those who try to sell it. You're going to get life in jail. But the floodgates are open. Ever since the borders came open, when y'all was crying about the borders, ever since the borders been open, all this fentanyl been flooding America, along with the migrants. And some people feel like myself, some of these migrants are bringing it in. Some of these migrants are criminals. Some of these migrants are not even regular people. They criminals, some of them. And why I say that, I'm going to show y'all why I say that some of these migrants are criminals. Check this out. FBI says New York migrant gang, MS-13. Now, remember, I told y'all they shipping people on buses. Migrants coming across the border. They in Texas. They shipping them to every city in America. New York, Chicago, D.C., Philly. And they already said that some of the migrants are from El Salvador. El Salvador is the home of MS-13. So you going to tell me there are no MS-13 gang members getting on a bus? When I did the episode, did I not show y'all niggas on the bus looking like gang members, looking like they was well fit? Meaning, yes, they was from Mexico, Venezuela, El Salvador. You seen them with their families, their kids. You seen men look like they was working out, in shape, haircuts fresh. None of them was bums. You seen some of them with masks on, laying low. I told you some of them are criminals. Some of them are coming here to flood your community. Some of them are coming here to take your spot. And some of them are here to keep the conflict going, because they know MS-13 is a gang, and that's going to keep the other gangs in line. So now the Bloods and Crips got to worry about fighting MS-13 if shit pop off in these streets. Man, it's a whole lot of shit going on. The FBI sounded the alarm Wednesday that the Central American migrant street gang, MS-13, that previously wreaked havoc in New York, Long Island, has been working to rebuild and announcing a new indictment on racketeering charges in a string of murders. My point is, you see the key word, rebuild. How they rebuilding? More of them coming in the country. That's how they rebuilding. A lot of them got locked up. More coming in the country. That's how they rebuild. Therefore, we might can say that there's so-called migrants coming in the country for devilish purposes. And they've been shipped they in a city near you right now. They getting taken care of in hotels. They getting benefits. While you being told you late on your rent, you gotta go. While you being told they don't want no more Section 8 vouchers. Man, there's some different shit going on. I told y'all it's replacement. It's extermination. It's a lot of shit going on. So like I said, the migrants ain't nobody to feel sorry for. The migrants ain't nobody pitiful. All of that stuff is planned. Like I said, so let's continue on. Like, I got to talk about this. See, I didn't want to talk about this the other day because this depressing. This depressing. The woman that drowned her 3 kids, I ain't want to talk about it. Because I'm tired of covering the same stuff. I already did a special on mothers killing their kids. Check the catalog. And I broke down how a lot of women losing it. They're becoming depressed, stressed, all type of shit. So now we see this woman was not mentally right. As you see right here, she was dealing with what? Eviction, a custody battle, mental health issues. Because people out here folding. I told y'all, a lot of people going to be homeless. A lot of people going to be without. This was the plan. All of this was orchestrated during the pandemic. The pandemic was a lockdown, shutdown, hit the reset button. But when we reset America, certain people ain't going to be here no more because they considered to be viruses. You understand how the computer got to be wiped clean, the hard drive got to be cleaned up, rebooted to get rid of the virus? Well, they feel like certain people in America are viruses and they have to go. I told y'all this months ago when I told y'all crime was over. I told y'all the war was on crime. I told y'all. I kept telling people. Now you see it for yourself. People folding out here, and it's going to keep going on. It's going to keep going on. Now, salute to everybody that's here in the building. Now we got to get into something else. And I'm going to let y'all be the judge. What is this? What is this? Queen of Detroit, what's up? Matt, what's up? What is this? Now, I'm going to ask y'all a question. I'm not going to make no assumption. Is that a man in the bed next to bobbyshmurda? Is that a man? We see the edge up. We look like something that we see as a beard. Is that a man? Ever since bobbyshmurda came home from jail, he been acting suspect. But really, people said that dance he was doing was suspect before he went to jail. And hot nigga. And on that song, all he do is shout out a bunch of niggas. Is that a man? All right. Is that two men? Now, let me give some background to this. He was calling himself being Smokey from Friday. Remember at the end of the movie when Smokey act like he was going to rehab and he was like, I was just bullshitting, man. He was trying to do that skit. But he did the skit with a man in the bed. They said it was two men. As you can see right here, because bobbyshmurda playing the game. You also see when bobbyshmurda take a picture, he always putting that finger over his mouth. You know what that means? A lot of y'all don't know what that means. A lot of y'all do. He always taking that picture with the shh. See that? But this is how they outright sell out. This is what I was trying to tell y'all, how they've been taking that thug life, fusing it with suspect behavior, aka down low brothers. You dig? So even if he was playing and joking, remember, within every joke is a little bit of truth. So I want people to understand and see how far shit is gone. Shit has gone so far left for no reason at all. But all of this shit going left represents the end. It represents the fall. It represents the destruction of a people that are lost. So I'm going to ask y'all, is this a man? Woman, is this a man? I'm reading the chat. Is this a man bobbyshmurda's in the bed with? Because if it is, guess what? He did it outright. He didn't even try to hide it. He put this on his gram. But I'm showing y'all, these niggas done sold out. These niggas gonna do whatever because even they know they shit over. Even people in the industry know they shit coming to an end. Because I told you, it's a war within the war. Meaning, Satan is G-checking all his minions, his demons. And all his demons are getting spanked. All his demons are getting dealt with. Because it's an eternal beef. Before you go to war, you got to clean house. But my point is this. You see niggas selling out. And you see ever since Bobby, I ask you a question. Since bobbyshmurda been home, how many pictures have he taken with a woman like that? Why he ain't just take a picture with two chicks in the bed? Why he ain't do it like that? Why every time you see bobbyshmurda, he been doing suspect dances and acting funny and not even caring? Huh? Niggas buy him chains when he come home. I told you all that men buying each other necklaces, what that mean. You dig? You buy a man a watch or something. If you want to gift your friend, you're supposed to give him the money. You're really supposed to just give him the money. But if you give a man a gift, you might give a man a watch, something like that. You dig? Unless it's your family, you get him a necklace. You only get a necklace for a woman. But that we neither here nor there. Is this a man? Do you see the edge up? Do you see the beard looking like? And if it was a woman, why would she hide her face? You dig? So if you don't know a man edge up, I don't know what to tell you. But BobbyShmurda and a lot of entertainers understand that is what? It is a gay market. So they don't care if you mess with them or not. They know it's a such thing as gay fans. I have nothing against gay people. Y'all do what y'all do. My point is this. These rappers and entertainers, they know that. And they be specifically targeting gay audiences. Like you see a lot of dudes online, they target gay audiences slickly. You see? A lot of these dudes that are in position, they have a core gay support system. You dig? A lot of these people I'm telling you what it is. They have a strong gay support, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got, but you ain't fooling nobody. That's the key. You're not tricking nobody. So, is this a man he in the bed with? And it's just showing y'all how all them selling out. They all selling out. And they all, mind you, he's dealing with this behavior after jail, after prison. Telling you, man, these dudes is suspect. It's over with, man. The game is over. I told you. BobbyShmurda will never have a hit record ever again. I told you, none of these rappers ain't never good. They never gonna get back to where they was because this shit is falling. That's why they gotta do what they gotta do to keep them bills coming in. As far as keeping them bills get paid. They don't want to lose their shit. They don't want to lose that house. They don't want to lose everything. The tours have slowed up. The shows have slowed up. People don't really want to invest in certain hip-hop acts. Too much insurance problems. Wherever hip-hop goes, somebody died. So therefore, I told y'all they closing that genre up. Slowly but surely, they're closing that genre. Yeah, it's going to be another name. Yeah, people going to still rap, but I'm telling you, rap will never be at the top of the charts no more at that level. It's done. So I want y'all to see that what? All of these niggas been in place to lead you astray, and they still trying to lead your kids astray. So it ain't nothing new. Hopefully people see the real picture of rap, hip-hop. It was a weapon used against us. Now they don't need that weapon no more because they got other weapons. And that's why they telling people, you better get you a preparedness bag. You dig? You better get ready for what we got planned. We got some other shit going on for y'all. We got some shit cooking that y'all don't know nothing about. You dig? And that's why I told y'all, another thing you got to peep. None of these rappers, entertainers been speaking nothing out the truth. They ain't been telling you nothing. But a lot of them know that's why they're trying to get their family in order. That's why they're trying to get their money right. But like I said, does academics know things that we don't know? It seemed to me like somebody sends him to interview certain people. And a lot of people that sit down with him always happen to end up in some shit after they deal with him. I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm just saying, man. Somebody always die or get indicted after they pull up with academics. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But we got to understand, man. These people are working overtime, right? Why they working overtime? Because they got to put their work in the harvest season. What that mean? They got to show their true colors. The same way a person of faith, and if you are a child of God and you a righteous person, you're going to be tested. You got to stand on what you say you are. You're being tested right now. The same thing for the people that claim to be wicked and what they do, y'all. The people that, look, the people that's wicked, whatever, the people that throw them horns up, the people that we say, okay, let's say that 5-point ring means something. Okay, who they down with? Let's just say this. The people that's throwing up these horns and all that, they got to put their work in. They got to stand on what they stand on. They got to give something up. They got to do something. You dig? Either y'all know how it go. Either something got to get sacrificed or somebody got to get humiliated. Because they got to show their true colors. And maybe that's why BobbyShmurda, he's showing his true colors in the bed. Let it be known. I'm still down with the team. Don't kill me. I'm still down. You feel me? I'm just telling y'all, man. This is my opinion. Everything is backwards. Everything is upside down. Now, hold on. Let's see what else we got to talk about. Because I'm flying through this today. Now, another thing we got to talk about. A lot of people ain't going to want to talk about it, but we got to really, really, really talk about this. Now, first of all, Azalea Banks has been ranting again. I know a lot of people think she crazy like Kanye, but she say a lot of truth. She has been ranting again. Now, let me give you a background. Some of y'all already know. Nicki Minaj has been going ham on a lot of female art. She's been going ham on a lot of people that she got a problem with. Mostly all female rappers. You know, her and Cardi been beefing. Her and Megan done got into it. A whole lot of other shit going on, but fuck all that. We're going to talk about what's really being discussed, what's really might be going on. Look, people starting to accuse Nicki Minaj of dealing with pedophilia behavior, Chester behavior. I said it the other day. If you really want to be smart, if you really want to, I'm going to keep it real. I know a lot of people was raised off Nicki Minaj, but you got to be real. You grown now. You're not a teenager. My point is this. Her key audience is teenagers. She targets teenagers. Let me put that right there first. But I'm not the one who said it. People online saying this stuff about her. They saying, for one, she is with a pedophile, a registered sex offender. But people don't understand that was part of her ritual. You ain't noticed? Since her father died, her brother got outed, she back in position. But that ain't the point. People are saying that Nicki Minaj has pedophilia behavior. Because we know in a lot of these Chester things that go on, a lot of times, sometimes women be bringing these females to dudes. A lot of times women be knowing, turning their head. I'm not saying that she was doing that with her husband, but I'm saying this is what was being said about Nicki Minaj. Remember I told y'all that whole Bob shit is a fucking cult? I told you a lot of them people are a hired team to go after people. But it's also being said that Nicki Minaj is paying young girls to go at people, traumatize people, but that's not just it. Is it not safe to say that her key audience is teenagers? And keep in mind, Nicki Minaj is almost 40 years old, y'all. Why is she still acting like a child? I said this before. Why is she targeting kids? You got to peep game. All you got to understand is what? She target kids. Her husband registered sex offender. Do you see? And a lot of people be mad because you worship these people. But I ain't make it up. They saying that she got pedophilia ways. And she got pedophilia supporting ways. Why? Her brother was a Chester. Her husband is a Chester. Is that a coincidence? Most people, when they realize somebody's a Chester, they get the fuck away from them. They don't marry them. And then Azalea Banks made a statement. She said that Kenneth Petty is an industry plant sent to spy on Nicki, keep her in play, and keep her on them drugs, allegedly. And Azalea Banks was saying that Nicki better hope that Kenneth Petty don't slip her some bad drugs, because they saying the inside story is everybody's saying Nicki Minaj be on drugs. I ain't saying it's a fact because I ain't see her do nothing. But I know one thing, she act like a damn kid. I know one thing, she almost 40, and she got this whole Bob cult thing going on, and she be sending young girls at people. That's a fact. But the people on Black Twitter are saying she is a Chester supporter and she got some Chester way. Like, she might be the type to let a young girl get touched and don't say nothing. Or she might be the type that, you know how Diamond cousin got done on Players Club with Trixie and them. They saying Nicki Minaj got that type of behavior where she'll let a young girl get done dirty. This is what they saying online. And a lot of people don't understand why she always keep beefing with all these females. Why is she the number one person starting all this drama? Because guess what? Nicki got to do her job. Nicki had to get back in good graces. That's why she got that award. And I told y'all weeks ago, that new song she got out, Super Freak, is a kid song. That is a kid song with MC Hammer Can't Touch It. Just look at how she's rapping. She's rapping like a child to kids. You get? So is she representing the entity in music to Laura, meaning to attract the young girls so they can be taken advantage of? Meaning she promotes fast behavior for young girls so they can get touched on before their time. Her man is a pedophile. And she's a highly pedophile supporter because she had a child with a registered Chester, all right? But y'all still give her a pass. Y'all still worship her because you're lost. And I told you, people worship entertainers more than they worship the Most High. That's why you're burning in hell. That's why you're suffering. And these people you worship ain't going to do shit for you because they doing the dirty work. But does Nicki Minaj seem like she has compassion for Chesters? That's the question. Let me break this down in layman terms. If you just took a shower, you about to go out, you fresh as I don't know what. Are you going to give a bum a hug? If you see a bum or you got somebody in your household musty as hell, you going to give him a hug so before you go out, you have that dirt stink on you? No. The same way you deal with a pedophile, a Chester, or anybody that's foul. When you keep them around you, guess what? You get that dirt on you. You get that stink on you. So when a person embraces a pedophile, they showing you who they are. What part you don't understand? I know. See, until it happened to one of your kids, you don't care about it. But meanwhile, she's showing you Chester support in your face. And let's say, forget all that. She ain't got nothing to do with her family and man, what they did. Okay, well, why she always targeting kids? Because a lot of y'all grown women, y'all don't follow Nicki Minaj. A lot of y'all don't grew up. Y'all got families. You ain't worried about no Nicki. Y'all listen to her music, but y'all already know her best music is behind her. And that's what people saying. They saying, Nicki, you got good. You doing all this beefing and drama. Where your music at? You beefing with everybody else. They get into the money, meaning they get into the good music. You sit here beefing and stirring up drama with every female rapper. So is she doing her work? And I'm also starting to think that because they saying that whole beef with her and Cardi done started again. But I'm starting to think all that shit fake. And let me also speak on, yes, the people been sending me that. It's also being said that Cardi B is back in court. She back in court for that assault situation. But that's behind Nicki Minaj too. That's the incident that happened at the bar or whatever. So my point is this. These women are stirring up the pot. So you got to understand, the thugs get distracted with PNB ROCK getting killed. The ladies, the young girls, they distract them with females beefing and bickering. Because it always has to be confusion and drama amongst the people. You got to stir them up. Meanwhile, while they all stirred up in the drama, they ain't got no fucking clue on National Preparedness Month. Why these rappers ain't giving you no clue, saying, you know what y'all need to do, Barbs? You need to go out, get you a bag, get ready, because something might go down. Why she ain't telling her Barbs that shit? Why she ain't telling her Barbs, make sure they stay away from that fentanyl? You dig? Why she ain't telling them that? Making sure they stay away from them drugs that might kill them. You know why? Because she don't care about that. Nicki Minaj also promotes popping pills. All right? So I'm just showing you how they leading your kids astray. You had a daughters being fast, and you had a sons be killers. This is how you control a race 30 years in advance. You dig? And Nicki Minaj knows exactly what she's doing. Her whole thing is to start drama, confusion, promote sexual deviancy. Cardi B is not innocent of it neither. But Nicki, you way older than Cardi. You should know better. All right? And yes, Cardi B, she did a good act yesterday. She went to her middle school and gave out $100,000. And yes, some of us are going to say it's a publicity stunt. But like I said, you got to give credit where credit is due. If this is what she did, we're going to salute her. But we also know she has a court case coming up. We also know this is promotion. Why is promotion? I just told you, because they like to promote themselves to their kids. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, #1 fan base are junior high school girls, young girls, in teens, early 20s. That's their main core. They know their main core. Megan, all of them, their core is young girls. You grown women don't buy that shit like that. Y'all listen to it, but y'all ain't in nobody chat beefing over them. Y'all ain't no grown woman calling themselves no Barb. Ain't no grown woman calling themselves Bardi Gang. That's for kids. They know their audience is kids. So that's why the powers that be pay them to manipulate the minds of kids, make them be fast in the ass, make them get raped before their time, make them have kids before their time, and that's what it is. Because this is what I peep game. You see, When a young man throws his life away early, he commits a murder and get 18 years and gets life in jail. When a female throw their life away, it's when they get pregnant before their time. Why? No disrespect. But when a woman get pregnant before her time, now she has to do a what? An 18-year bid. She has a responsibility for 18 years now. All because she slept with a man too soon and had a baby she was not prepared for. Now she has an obligation for 18 years, which means her life is pushed to the side before her time. Never had a chance. She might have wanted to be a nurse, might have wanted to, go to college, might have wanted to leave. So now you're pregnant, everything stops. These are all tricks they put on us. They made young men get felonies early. They made women get pregnant before their time. But how they do that? By mass promotion of all the wrong shit. Thug life, be a whore. Promote that shit all out the generations. I witnessed it. You witnessed it. This is what they put on us. And this is why they pay these people to fuck you over, fuck up your household. Why? So when you sitting here trying to teach your kids everything right, you got another grown woman behind your back saying, do this, do this, do this. Now you walk in the room, you catch your daughter twerking, and she ain't doing nothing but watching TikTok and listening to Cardi B and Nicki. Because she think that's the way. That's what I'm telling you. These people got more influences over your kid than you, and that's the fucking problem we all got. That's the real warfare. The warfare is the powers that be using our own people against us. That is the war. I ain't peeped that yet? That's why I curse them. How do I curse them? I speak bad on them. When they do bad, I speak bad. That's cursing them. You did? And that's another thing Azalea Banks said. They said it was said that 4 years ago in 2018, Nicki said out her own mouth, it is alleged that somebody went to a witch doctor, a voodoo doctor, and it was said that they put a hex on Nicki Minaj. This is what was said. I ain't saying it's fact or true, but it said that somebody went to the voodoo doctor and they put a ritual on that girl. You dig? And all I can look at is since 2018, her life been in the gutter. And she ain't been coming out right. So I don't know about that, but I do believe in certain things. Just like I told people, when it comes to beef and all that, man, some people ain't going to play with you. They just going to use spiritual energy on you. That's what I try to tell certain people. Like people that I had smoke with, I done seen a lot of things happen to them since I had smoke with them. And I told people, I'm gonna leave your name on the doorstep. You dig? But that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic. Salute to the chat. We still in here. So like I said, do these two women need to grow up? Or are they being paid to act stupid on purpose? Are they being paid to be as whorish and stupid as they can? So that one day your child could grow up to be just like them. You see why they get paid? And remember, the number one rule in the game is it cannot be it can't be more than one woman doing good at the same time. They always have to be. That's also how they suppress the feminine energy. Look, the hidden rule is all melanated women should never come together. They're not permitted to be cool with each other. They must always beef. You see it? Why I keep telling y'all, that's why Housewives was created. That's why Love and Hip Hop was created, to promote the agenda of women never getting along. See, you got to understand the ancient history. A lot of women was on the front lines as warriors. Women held counsel at wartime. You got to know your history. Women play a whole key factor in the rising of a nation and the building of a nation. If you ain't got no woman, you ain't got shit. Now you understand why they always got to suppress the woman and that whole feminine energy. And then when you do got women, you always got to have them beefing and bickering the ass backwards. That's how we win. Because when the woman is destroyed, the child is destroyed. Therefore, the man is destroyed. No family structure. Now you see, no family structure. That's why all our shit is collapsing. This is the warfare I was talking about. If there's no family structure, what war are you going to? Huh? You ain't got no structure. You ain't got no structure. You ain't got no structure. You ain't got no bug out bag. You ain't ready for war. I told you why. Niggas been out here playing. You ain't prepared. Other people been getting prepared for the past couple of years. Not only stockpiling weapons, stockpiling resources. Because some people have been paying attention. When I told y'all months ago, half of America ran out and brought apocalyptic trucks. A lot of people went and got high-powered vehicles for all terrain. I told you people been prepping for this shit. But a lot of y'all been playing worried about a fucking hip-hop game, a fucking rapper. You've been worried about all the wrong shit. Now, guess what? All this shit hitting the fan. And what else Joe showed us? Joe showed us he wasn't going to give us nothing. He told us and he showed and proved he ain't giving us shit. You see Ukraine get blessed. You see the migrants from overseas down bottom below from Central America, and you see them getting blessed. Everybody getting blessed but the American. Because why? They taught you to hate your country. Now they use that as an excuse against you. Well, shit, they hate the country anyway. They don't want to be here anyway. Shit, they don't want to do shit. Fuck them. That's what they doing. I ain't making this shit up. That's how they looking at it. I told you, all the scamming, shortcuts, the shit ain't gonna work no more. All that's gonna be used against you. Why? Okay, yeah, we used to taking shortcuts surviving. You know what they call that shit now? They call that us being lazy. So they saying if they lazy, well, shit, we just get some people that want to work. Oh, they having a problem with their bills. Well, shit, we just move a family in there with multiple people that work. They can pay the bill. Get them out of here. Now you see why the landlord's shutting down shit on purpose, selling buildings, breaching contracts. Nigga, it's a warfare going on right now, y'all. It's a warfare. And I told you, this war right here is fought with finances and smarts. That's it. So like I said, where's the white supremacists at? Where the Klan members marching around hanging niggas and shooting niggas? Where they at? I told y'all, man, you fighting a war, you don't even know you fighting. That's why most of y'all sit here fighting yourself, because you don't even know how to fight. I showed you the new KKK with all these niggas with guns, extra clips, 100-round drums. Who are they fucking fighting? Who are they going to war with? They going to war with themselves. They going to war with their own community. They ain't busting a grape at a white man. What are you talking about? So that's why we got to reevaluate all this whole shit. Man, we've been fucked up. We are fucked up. And I'm saying we to let people know that I understand who my people are, but I got to separate myself because half of y'all on some other shit. And you fucking lost. You still trying to be a star out here. You still think it's about what you got. That's what PNB Rock to understand. It ain't about what you got no more, my nigga. I'm trying to tell y'all this shit you got, if that shit don't translate into what we dealing with, it means nothing. Because I told y'all, a lot of y'all gonna get pillaged in the last day. Did Fame not tell y'all that? Did I not tell people that shit that people worship gonna be your end? I told you that. All that material shit is gonna get you killed. Because it's people out here that don't believe in what you believe in. You believe in flossing, they believe in taking that shit. You believe in living your best life, they believe at taking your best life. It's people that think different from you. You see that? And therefore, it's no more compassion. So when you see people on a high level getting pillaged and killed, you better understand that eventually it's going to happen at a hood near you. And if you having things, you better be prepared for somebody to try to come and take what's yours, because it's going down. It's going down. Therefore, let me show you some more things. A Bronx armed mugger was fleeing and he killed himself. I told you, people out here robbing everything for a meal, just for something to eat. I don't know how many of y'all go out to eat, how many of y'all eat out. Do you see how high prices are right now? Do you see how high it is for a combo meal? Do you see just how basic shit is through the roof? Well, guess what that creates? Poverty for people that's starving. Now, look, this particular man, he mugged a person, robbed a person, then ran from the police, and in a train station, he fell on the third rail. All my people in New York City know about the third rail in the subway system. That shit gonna fry your ass to a crisp. You dead. So this young boy got his karma so fast. He robbed a civilian, ran from the police in the train station, and he fell on the damn track and killed himself. For what? Crumbs. You know what a mugger is? A mugger is a person that robs somebody for some petty shit. Because I told y'all, people going to be doing petty shit in the last day just for a meal. You in these big cities, everything expensive, money ain't flowing like that. You can't get fresh like that. You can't eat like that. You backed up in your fucking bills, huh? The kids can't get what they usually get. The kids going out here robbing. That's a little young boy that died. So I'm just giving y'all the signs. as well as this woman that broke in New York. Eviction, facing get her kids taken. So she'd rather kill her own kids. But we know she had to be sick in the head. How many times have we heard these same stories? What? From New York, Texas, Alabama, all over. Of what? Mothers throwing their kids in the water. Mothers strangling. We've been hearing this shit forever. The past months. Fathers killing the mother and you seeing black people breaking. Now you see why they say that black people suffer from mental health. Now you see that. Because guess what? When you don't have no culture, when you don't have no understanding and compassion about life itself, you become a savage. You become less than a human being. And you become a demon. And all you got to understand is about ancient times where people that had mental health issues back in history, they called them demons, or they said they had demonic behavior. They classified demonic behavior and mental health was classified as the same thing back in the day. That's why a person that's not in their right mind becomes a fucking killer. They become psycho. Remember the movie American Psycho? Remember America showed you all these movies about sick people killing? Well, that's a reality now. That exists in the black community. People are sick, but they look normal. They sound normal. They dress normal, but they're not normal. Because we know we never lived in a time where mothers killed their own kids. Remember? That was a joke about white people, remember? When these crimes popped off, people say, man, I knew that was a white lady. I knew that was a white man. Now it's black people doing that shit. And I told you, black people be following white people too. So we take credit or we speak on the culture vultures when they take our culture, but we never want to admit when we take their shit. And we take a lot of their fucked up shit. That's the thing, see? The so-called culture vulture white people, they take our good shit. But when it comes to black people, we take everybody else bad shit. You see that? That's why you become the scapegoat, because you take everybody bad shit and they say, well, that's them doing that. Look at them. They did that. That's why I told y'all in history, the biggest criminal in the world would be considered the black man. He would be known as the number one killer, rapist, most deviant person on the planet. Because they rewrote history. It used to be the European. Now they're going to say it's the American black man, the foulest on the planet. That's in the books. I told you that's why in Demolition Man they had to shut down the whole black race. And the last man standing was Wesley Snipes, a black criminal. He was the last man that represented the nation of black people that was criminals and thugs that had to be wiped out. I ain't gonna keep telling y'all the same shit. They already showed us all this shit. All right. We also live in a time where you can check your own background, check your own history. You can do so much right now. That's also why they put this oppression on people. They understand a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are waking up. The same way y'all put together all these rings, something ain't right. But what's one thing we didn't figure out? We still do not know the face of Empire Records. We still don't know. And I ain't trying to find out. Because I told you, hey, you ain't got to find out everything. Some things you got to just mind your business. You got to know when to chill out. I'm telling you, you got to know when to fall back. Like I said, I ain't no detective. I don't get paid for this shit. So I don't crack cases, and I ain't trying to hear to decode every fucking thing. But I know one thing. All these dudes died on Empire Records, and it's a whole lot more. And what? They always happen to die in November. You know what I'm saying? And around this season. My point is you'll always see they die in harvest season. But one thing about these three rappers, they all died in November. And we know Dolph died a whole different year for King Von, but he died in November. And you know, November is the month of what? Reaping the harvest, the festival called what? Thanksgiving. You got to go back into history. That whole Thanksgiving dinner is a ritual. It represents death. A lot of people don't understand that. It represents how they slayed your ancestors. That's why if you know about warfare in history, they do most of the slaying in the harvest season, meaning the fall, winter. Mostly in the winter. Man, people don't have a clue what's going on. A lot of y'all do. But let me make this one thing clear. They winning this war. They winning. How they winning? They winning off other people's ignorance and stupidity. Why? Because they already know that these people will never come together. Like I told you. When I said we ain't never coming together, I said what I meant. And I'm proving it to y'all. Why? Because niggas can't get it right. Why they can't get it right? Because they lack the knowledge of themselves. And why else? They think everybody else is their God. But every other race, every other nationality, whether rich or poor, they know who their God is. They know who they serve. They know who they pledge allegiance to. Everybody except one person. And you still don't understand the science of what's behind the bill. But they know some people got too smart, and that's why they start making you don't have no cash. You dig? Because a lot of stuff was already told right in your face, but you stay asleep. That's why they call you a zombie, a sleepwalker, a sheep. You're sleeping, and you think it's a game. So how many of y'all knew about the preparedness bag? How many of y'all knew that some shit is about to go down? How many of y'all knew that? And are you prepared? That's right. Somebody said coming together won't solve anything. Now, we know great minds think alike, and great minds are supposed to come together. But if great minds don't come together, we know what? It's some BS going on. And we know the only number one reason people like to come together, that's the what? Party. Just like it was written in the last days, the people always was partying. Man, listen. I'm reading the chat right now. What's good? Magic Jones. That's right. Like I said, when all that power cut off, that is the warfare. People out here playing. Ronald Hawkins, what's going on, bro? That's right. They pledging their allegiance. Satan is their God. They pledging their allegiance. People choosing their side. So we no longer live in a time where you think somebody won't do something. Now we live in a time where you don't know what somebody would do. Coco Rich, hold up. I seen, hold up. I use my credit debit least as possible and don't use self-checkouts. That's a fact. You got to have a balance. See, that what I've been telling my people that shit months ago, like that whole, think about it, y'all. We grew up with cash, money. We know ATM cards ain't nothing new. Credit cards is nothing new. What's new is they train people to not have cash. So you'll easily be accepted into the system. And when some real shit happens, you'll be fucking cashless. Because when you read that cash money, it tells you that that is the only thing used for all debts under any circumstance, any place. A credit card is not money. A debit card is not money. Therefore, if the machine don't work or the power out, you asked out. You can't use a credit card in a street transaction. But if I got cash money in a crisis, I can say, yeah, I got a couple of, look, let me buy that off you real quick. Or boom, boom, boom. Say some shit fucked up right now. I ain't got no car. I'm fucked up. I got cash. Well, shit. Give me a ride to her. Look, I pay you this. Give me a ride to another state real quick. You get it? Oh, shit. Let me buy that off you real. Oh, you got an air mattress? Let me buy that off. I got cash. You see? It's a real shit happen. You need cash. Especially if you got a family. But that car shit, control. What the fuck you gonna do in a power out? How the hell you gonna use an ATM card? You got thousands in the bank. You got hundreds put up. How the hell you gonna touch it if you ain't got no fuck? Your card don't work. They shut the power down. You try to check your account, it's a fucking glitch. How many times y'all did that? Check your account, glitches, bogus shit happening in your account. You don't know what you like. What the fuck? Oh, the system that they tell you the system down. Those are all test run games they play. Whenever they tell you that shit, the system down, they playing games. That's a fuck game, a mind game. Because guess what? If you had your cash, you would have to worry about no system being down. But that's part of the grooming process. See, they groom people to not have cash. I come from an era, we like to walk around with money in our pocket. You dig? We like to have them bills. We like to smell of that money. So you got to have both. Don't get it twisted. You need both. Because a whole lot of cash can have you stuck too. You ain't going to get nowhere with a whole lot of cash. You can't even get a crib. So my point is you need both. But the number one way to keep you broke is to keep you without the cash. It ain't got nothing to do with what's in your account, y'all. It's the cash. Meanwhile, they stack their cash and what? Assets. So therefore, we're in a time of survival. That's why, look, key thing. Why you think on this be prepared? You see cash. They could have had a debit card up here. They got cash. Because they know without cash, you ain't really prepared now, are you? Let's be real. No, you're not. So that's why when people be having these debates about money, we all broke. You know why we all broke? Man, unless you can go pull 100 grand out right now that could be spent on anything without question, you basically on the same level. If you can't blow $1,000 like it's nothing every day or when you feel like it, and all your bills paid, you still ain't where you're supposed to be at. So like I said, everybody flossing, but that shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. Cause when the shit get hectic and niggas start this pillaging shit, then you gonna understand. Now, speaking on pillaging, let's speak on something else we had to talk about. I spoke about before. Now, remember I told y'all this is Mariah Carey house. We know her house got invaded. I told y'all she gonna sell that motherfucker ASAP. Boom. Mariah Carey selling her property in Atlanta. Because I told you she ain't gonna live in that shit after being broken in. That shit already been tarnished. She's selling that shit. She out of there. But you gotta understand, look at her property. If Mariah Carey gets ran down on pillage, what the fuck you think will happen to a lot of y'all niggas out here think y'all balling? A lot of y'all people out here think y'all showing off. What you think will happen to you? And mind you, this is a gated community. Because them niggas in Atlanta was starving. Atlanta been slowed up. So even dudes that ain't really live by the gun, like they ain't have to rob, they have to do all that shit. Now they been forced. And it's coming to a theater near you. I've been showing y'all the blueprint, step by step, play by play. PNB ROCK got caught up in the same shit. You dig? Somebody thirsty. And even if Empire set them up, they still had to send somebody to do it that was thirsty. You see? So it's not about the people you got beef with. It's about the people that can pay other people that's hungry to get you. That's the new world we in. Because he who controls the bag controls the minds of the masses. That's why we about to be in a time of called what? Big bank take little bank. And the people with big bank gonna be straight. The people with big bank and know how to survive gonna be good. The people with little banks and small-minded thinking, they just gonna be a statistic. I ain't making it up, y'all. This the stage they got set. I'm just channeling the message. You dig? So now that we can say this was a sign of what's to come as well. All right. And a lot of people are blaming his baby moms for dropping the location. Like I said, that is not a fact. I'm not going to sit here and just say that, but it is said that she was the last one to post that location. But I'm not going to say it's all because of her, because he be broadcasting his jewelry. And let's not forget about energy, y'all. He was invoking them demonic spirits when he sat here and said that niggas been attempting to rob him, but he ain't really worried about it. I told you, I've been seeing pictures of PNB ROCK holding choppers, holding guns, shooting off his guns in his yard, whatever, showing his extended clips. Because this generation feel like if we show you our guns, nobody gonna mess with us. I told you that shit don't mean nothing. I see him showing off his guns before. So in his mind, he felt like he couldn't be faded. But what he was doing was provoking. He was provoking them spirits to say, oh yeah, now we're gonna show you, we're gonna get at you. Because see, sometimes what y'all don't understand is you provoke these entities to come into your life. You play in the devil's playground. So guess what happened? The devil comes and pay you a visit. You understand? By his messenger called the Grim Reaper. That's what happens in the world. That's why I told you, I'll show you proof. Anybody that live in negative shit, eventually they're going to get caught up in their own negative shit. I can name 100 old school rappers that wasn't negative that's still around, that don't get robbed. I'll give you an example, something simple. Y'all gonna understand. Have you ever heard Method Man getting robbed and beat up? Have you ever heard a Red Man getting robbed and beat up? No, because they promote what? Getting high, having fun, joking around. You see that? You see Kendrick Lamar ever get ran down on, robbed, beat up? I'm just giving you an idea. Certain rappers can walk around because you know why? They don't patent themselves on being gangster. So they can get love when they go out. all rappers ain't under pressure. It's just the niggas that live by that gun and talk about gun activity. They the ones that get tried. When you just a regular dude, ain't nobody gonna mess with you. They gonna have love for you. You dig? You heard a lot of old school rappers that was beefing, but you ain't never heard about KRS-One getting pistol whipped. You see what I'm saying? We ain't never heard of Ice Cube getting a gun put to his head and nigga trying to kill him. I'm just saying, man. Certain rappers create this persona around them. When all your songs, you rap about guns and how you gonna kill a nigga and how you gonna do this, what you think will happen to you? You keep invoking them spirits. But I told you, people don't respect that as which unseen. Therefore, you will pay and die by the hand that is unseen. All of this shit is mathematics. All of this shit is real simple. And I'm telling people that because, look, we at a time now where we stuck in the middle of the road. We at a crossroad, y'all. And the reason why I say that is because not only do you got to choose your side, a lot of people don't even know what side they're supposed to be on. A lot of people are fighting a dead fight. A lot of people are still trying to get themselves in order and don't even know what the fuck is going on. I told y'all before, a lot of people, a lot of y'all information, y'all shit is like 30 years old now. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just telling y'all, a lot of y'all are still stuck at a time that is irrelevant now, meaning we all learned the same, but the way a lot of us was learned was bullshit. And a lot of new information has come out to debunk a lot of falsehood that we was taught. Therefore, a lot of teaching like we from Africa and shit like that is old now. Black power is old now. Didn't you see all your ancestors go hard for black power? All you got to do is ask the question, where the fuck you get them? And when I talk, I ain't talking nothing about no bowing down. I ain't talking about none of that shit. I ain't talking about kissing ass. I'm talking about shit is different now. Because the powers that be created all of those movements that you thought was fucking your culture. Everything you was taught from school on up, even when you went outside of school and started buying books, all of that shit was control information. Why you think as a people, we are in every different organization, but all of those organizations don't do nothing but break us all up. Therefore, when it's time to move in one unit, we can't even agree on one thing. Why? Because when you divide them, that's how you destroyed them. See, I should have had the scripture pulled up, and I'll pull up the whole scripture that deals with divide and conquer. And you got to understand, Satan or the devil, his number one weapon is dividing through trickery, sorcery, and chaos. That's why division is so important. So as long as these people are divided, they will never make it. Ha, 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 ha. That's why they say the devil happy. Now you understand why I said why these people got to keep beefing. You understand? Because we got 2 millionaires that could feed a tribe of people. They could feed a nation. They can build a nation up and feed them. Even if the crisis hit right now, all this people, celebrities, all they got to do is go back to their hood where they from, and they can feed their communities. But it sound corny, right? Don't it sound like a fake ass fairy tale? It sound lame, don't it? Because you know they ain't gonna do that shit. But my point is this. Now you see why it's a sin for them to come together. Now you see why the devil has to always keep them divided. And it's on every level. Let's ask the question. All you gotta do is ask the question. Repeat game. If you notice, everybody that's a so-called millionaire is doing the most beefing. It ain't low-level people going at the big people. It's the so-called big people going at the smaller people. That's my point. That's my whole point. That's how you know who sent them. That's how you know when they're doing their job. This is not small people going that big. The people that's supposed to lead by example, that are financially straight, that are in position, you see, they're the ones acting the most stupid. They're the most ones dumbed down the most. Because they doing their job. Now y'all get it why we never gonna come together. Now you understand why people embrace pedophiles and chesters and start beef with their own sisters. Now you understand that when they embrace pedophiles and then try to influence young girls. So can we agree that Nicki Minaj's core fan base is kids disguised as people called Barbs? And I told y'all those are hired marketing teams. That's why when you see the Barbs, you'll see most of them got blank pages. You dig? And it is said that she pays young girls to go at people. Either way, she is tied in with younger girls. That is her key audience that she focuses on, brainwashing. Because y'all grown women ain't going for that shit. Y'all know you won't want this nigga around your family and your kids. But she co-signs them because that's part of her ritual. And she understands in the rituals and the person she worships and studies, it's okay to be with kids. I already broke down to y'all about the horny one, about the goat god Peter Pan that rapes the kids. I already broke all that down. If you didn't see the video, go check out Piper Exposed with R. Kelly, and I broke all that shit down, how that shit is sanctioned. It's okay. And Nicki Minaj know that some people will approve of her boyfriend. Why? Because they believe in pedophilia. So to some people like us, he's a bad guy, but to some people, he's a pretty cool dude. He's okay. I like Kenneth Petty. He's all right. Nicki, bring him to the party. You get it? So this is her way of getting some dirt and doing her own ritual. And her humiliation ritual is to have a low-down, dirty nigga and have a baby with him. Once again, she could have had a baby with anybody. But she specifically had a baby with a convicted sex offender that people still argue with and still make excuses. Because a lot of people, they might not deal with pedophilia, but they act like it don't exist and they turn their head and they still be cool with the people that do the shit. My point is this. Right now, I'm just speaking in general terms. They could be the leaders of a sex trafficking cult and nobody wouldn't pay attention. You know why? Because it's described as Barbs. And it could be a whole bunch of girls going missing on the strength of Barbs. See that? I'm not putting that on Nicki. I'm just showing you how easy it is for somebody to snatch your fucking kids. You dig? Because they already got them mentally. So I'm going to ask y'all one more time. What woman in her right mind is going to stamp a pedophile? And just so happened, her brother's a pedophile. And just so happened, her dad got killed out the blue. And the nigga that killed her, the white man, he ain't getting no time. Was that a paid hit? Was that a cent hit? Who knows? But we know one thing. We know these people get down and dirty. Because remember before, Nicki was about to damn near cry because the industry had washed their hands with her. But after a few things occurred, she back on the stage talking shit again and starting beef. So like I said, man, doing the devil's work. Everybody ain't my brother, my sister, all right? End of discussion. That's it, y'all. I think we cooked enough this morning. I ain't got too much to talk about, but we here. But I just want to show y'all why we ain't going nowhere. You did? I just wanted to show y'all that. We've been worshiping the wrong things too long, and it caught up with us because it was already written. It was already written that the people will be so savage and turn their back on their creator that they will suffer so much. That's why we suffering. Only some of us are okay. We making it through. But for the most part, as a whole, we suffering. And we can't even make it without the help of the government. So that's why I said, now we got a race of hypocrites because everybody hates the government, but for somehow everybody needs the government to sustain themselves. See that? And we was tricked into thinking that we were slaves and they owe us something. You get it? If I get the people to depend on me and I don't give them shit, that's how I make them fall. You get it? It's like some of y'all know this. You ever been on hard times or whatever, had to come up and say you got to stay with somebody to come up? You'll notice when you got to stay with somebody to get on your feet, sometimes the people you staying with don't want you to come up because they don't want you to leave. They want to keep getting paid off you. They don't want you in a better position than them. So when you stay with if you stay with somebody, sometimes They'll try to make it where you will never come up. Well, that's how America working. They try to make it where you will never come up. So they offer to help you. Come stay with me. You come get our benefits. You come get this. We'll help you. Get some housing. We give you some food. But in reality, they don't want you to come up. So they keep you dependent on them so you won't be able to come up. Then when they say get out, or I'm done with you, you fucked up. Same way, like I said, when you're trying to stay with somebody and get your money up, they ain't trying to let you come up. Then the week you don't get paid, they start tripping and tell you to get out. You fucked up now. But I just been paying you all this rent. Now you want, that's how the shit work. When you depend on somebody, you become at their mercy. Therefore, they can destroy you whenever they want to. Ronald Hawkins. So I'm about to read the chat and we're about to get out. We got a couple of things to talk about. The first thing I want y'all opinion on, I want to see what y'all think. I want to make sure I ain't tripping. All right. Did PNB Rock invoke them demons? Did he say nanny boo boo to the killers, robbers, and shooters? Like the Jay-Z song, come and get me. Was he saying come and get me? Come at me. Get at me, nigga. Was he saying that? Somebody tell me. Sometime I told you, you got to stay unseen and out of sight. That can help you live longer. When people like academics call you for an interview, you say, nah, I'm good. You feel me? I'm good. See that? I already got in my mind. If certain people reach out to me, I ain't fucking with them. I don't care. I already did it in the beginning. I told y'all, when I first started, it's a big YouTuber that reached out to me, but it was on some negative shit, meaning it wasn't going to be in my best favor, so I declined. You dig? I told y'all, it's people that hit me up to put certain people on blast with so-called proof, receipts, all of that. I declined. But see, some people, they'll do anything to get numbers up. But understand that it's a price to pay. When you provoke certain things and certain people and do certain shit, it comes back to you. And it don't come back when you want it. It comes at when it's supposed to come. What's up, Alpha Familiar Wolf? It's a fact. So, did he invoke them demons? Did he invite those killers to that table off his energy? So that's why I said we can't just put it on the baby moms. It was, sometimes you got to remember when shit happened fucked up, sometimes it's a chain of events that happen. See, I told y'all, people never see the big picture. Like when a person died, he didn't just get killed because he got killed. No, a lot of times that boy did a whole lot of shit. That's just the one thing he got caught for. Just like when people go to jail. I told you, sometimes people go to jail for shit they ain't even do because you did so much other shit you got away with. That's how life works. But my point is, sometimes you invoke that energy and it comes. You give it life. Salute, fam. You a real dude too. Real recognize real. That's why y'all here right now. Let me say this too. To listen to me, you gotta have at least a drop of realness in you. You gotta have some. You can't bypass what I do. I'm telling you. If trust me when I'm telling. I'm not tooting my own horn, but if you can tolerate me, you gotta have some type of realness in your blood. Because I ain't going. You dig? I represent something different. And all I'm doing is bringing the energy of the ancestors. That's all I'm doing. What ancestors? From back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I told you my key focal point of history, of my history, of our history, one of our most prominent history in the world. Never forget this. Our most prominent history as melanated people, in my opinion, is the 80s. The 80s, 90s, 2000s. We had the whole world. We just didn't know it. We had the world by the balls, y'all. We had the whole world. We didn't know it, though. So we blew it. That's it. We ruled in every position. The most innovators, the most creative. Half of these Fortune 500 companies started because they had melanated people in them offices. Half of these brands became that we see now of trillionaires and billionaires. We helped build that. We helped Man, we took everything to a whole nother level once the 80s. That's why you'll see the attacks came the hardest after the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. The more we turned up as a people, the more they turned up on their warfare. I'm able to see that shit now because remember, we were supposed to be dead already. So I was able to see the changes from a boy to a man and see how we was in power. We didn't even know the shit. What's the number one thing that wiped us out of power? Crack cocaine. That was the first atomic bomb dropped on us in the modern day and time. People never understood that. You see, they always scared us with the world wars, but the whole time they was dropping bombs on us in the hood, at a hood near you called crack cocaine, which fucked up every family in America damn near. Somehow, some way, your family was affected by the crack game. And that's why the world is fucked up now. You get it? And now, what's the new warfare, y'all? Now it's fentanyl, see? Because we started rising up again. People started getting too smart. People started going back into their roots. People started waking up. People started getting more spiritual. What happened? Now we got to put more shit on them to make them stupider. Because I told you, the number one thing they scared of is people waking up. They ain't scared of you waving no fucking gun. That represents you still asleep in their eyes. Why? Because they create the guns. And when you understand the power of your ancestors and how much they really were scared of your ancestors tapping into their energy and why they made it forbidden for your ancestors to pray and do certain things, then you'll understand why they always want to keep you distracted. They're more scared of a person praying than waving a gun. See what I'm trying to tell people, man? Because y'all don't understand spiritual warfare. And you don't understand that this world is ran off spiritual energy. That's why they do the fucking rituals. They do more rituals than you do praying. That's why the rituals work. You get it? If they doing rituals around the clock and you ain't praying enough, guess what happened? The rituals they doing start overpowering you because it's spiritual warfare. They don't just do rituals to do them. What the fuck you think they doing for? To unleash the Kraken. What's the Kraken? The spirit, the demonic entities that possess human beings, called Demon Time and Jezebels and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, for those who know about the Kabbalah, you know what I'm talking about. For those that know about gematria, for those that know about people that are rich, they got all the money in the world, but all they focus on is doing their Kabbalah. They practice on doing their rituals, and that's all they really care about. They don't care about nothing else. They got all the money. They just keeping you in place. So like I said, now that we know what we're going to do, what we're going to do, what I tell you to do is save yourself. And when you save yourself, that's how you save others. You know what I'm saying? But everything is coming to a head. Let me not forget to say this too. Tasha K is moving to Africa. She posted it yesterday. She going to Africa. She's up out of here. Now I look at that many different ways. I'm pretty sure she's tired of dealing with a lot of this stuff in America, all this censorship. We also know she's been sued, things of that nature. But she might know what's about to go on in America. And maybe her husband might know some shit. Either way, Tasha K, and now she's moving to Africa. She's getting out of here. So all of that, I look at all of that as signs. Because I told you, before you get to the destination, you always going to get a sign. But a lot of people, they be looking down. They don't see the sign. But anyway, Tasha K might know something we don't know. Because her ass, she getting up out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on in the world, y'all. I don't know to tell y'all, man. Things is getting trippy. I told y'all things going to turn up the most level of distraction. It's so much stuff I got to still touch up on that I ain't going to cover. I'm going to be doing some specials. I'm going to be doing some other things because I got a lot to put on the table. And I don't got enough time to get it all together. So y'all stay in tune and y'all make sure y'all stay on point. Trust me when I tell you. Shay said Tasha K don't know nothing. Y'all is wild, man. But anyway, man, Tasha K moving to Africa, man. She getting up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be real. The way this shit set up, man, It really ain't nowhere to run, man. It really ain't nowhere to run. All you could do is do what's best for you. Maybe she feel like Africa is a better place for her because she'll get the American government out of her pocket. You know what I'm saying? And they'll leave her alone to an extent. She has certain rights and protections and shit. But people gonna do what they gonna do, man. But I'm just telling y'all, man, this shit getting weird out here. So I'm gonna do one more walkthrough. Now, we already asked the PNB Rock brought that on himself to an extent. Because remember, we always blame people, but sometimes we got to take our own accountability. Sometimes we put ourselves in situations to get burnt. Because I told you, man, it's this thing called vanity. Well, people now live in the world, they think it's all about them. And it's all about their perception on how they see things. But that's not reality, y'all. As long as you keep thinking like that, you're going to keep on dying. And like I said, just so happened they all had on them rings. The 5-pointed star upside down is considered to be a satanic symbol. And they all got smoked under mysterious circumstances. Yeah, a stage was set. Pop Smoke, a stage was set. He showed his location. King Von, a fucking fake ass fight. Quando Rondo still walking around. Oh, but Quando Rondo, his homeboy got killed since then. But nobody's in jail. Mode 3, he got smoked after dealing with Lil Boosie. Last week, a jeweler, a jewelry man, he got killed after dealing with Lil Boosie. A lot of coincidences, but I was told some things just coincide. Some things is what it is. Young Dolph, same ring on his hand. He get killed at the cookie shop, broad daylight. But at the end of the day, nobody has really been convicted of no charges yet that we heard of. So, another thing we do know, Empire has gotten paid off all of them. Empire going to keep getting paid. Now you see what it is to be a rapper now? Now, y'all see when I was telling y'all rapper means something different now? It don't mean the same thing no more. Now, let's continue on. I'm going to ask y'all this question one more time before I go. Is Bobby SHMURDA in bed with a man? That's all I'm asking. Is he in bed with a man? They said it was more than one man, for real. And he was doing a skit, a joke. But I know within jokes, there's a lot of truth. And I understand a picture speak 1,000 words. So I understand who he's talking to. Is that a man he's laying next to? Is that not fibers of a beard? Is that not a man's edge up? Is that a man? I'm about to read the chat right now and see what y'all say. Heck said Bobby got turned out in prison. That's a man head, bro. That's a huge head. Thank you. That's what I see. I see a man. Is that a man? I know a lot of y'all worship these dudes, but we're going to keep it real. Is that a man? He got turned out in prison. Ain't no mess what I'm saying. No man come out of prison 6 years twerking and dancing. Remember almost a year ago, I did a spell. He was on stage twerking on his knees. What man twerks on his knees? Gyrating his ass. Always twerking. Told y'all, man. A lot of them be doing that for dudes. And a lot of man, I ain't gonna go there, man. I ain't even gonna go there. Is Bobby SHMURDA suspect? That's all I'm saying. Is that a man? That's all I want to know. Because I want to make sure I ain't tripping. I just want to make sure I ain't tripping. You know how people be saying, nah, bro, you going too far, you reaching. Is that a man? Because a lot of y'all love these rappers. You love them. You dig? That's another man. I'm not even being funny. Facts. Thank you for the donation. Shayna. Thank you, Shayna. Bobby been zesty since he came out. His hips don't lie now. That's a fact. They be man, a lot of them dances be specifically have gay stuff infused in them dances, y'all. I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? That's how they've been tricking this whole generation, man. Making them do gay dance, man. They've been tricking them the whole time. Making them do funny dances with tight pants. They don't even know they've been finessed. They've been finessed. They don't have no clue. They don't understand. Is it not Fashion Week in New York right now? Is it not Fashion Week? When you understand who controls fashion and really controls entertainment, then you'll understand why all these fruity dancers be around. Remember, they told you chicken noodle soup was started by a gay man. And niggas was chicken noodle soup, see? All that's on purpose. People don't understand shit. Anytime a man gyrates his hip in a certain fashion, it represents gay behavior, man. Anytime you drop it low like it's hot, that represents gay behavior. We ain't gonna learn this shit. Those dances are for women. Niggas is sorry, man. Always making excuses. No, this is how y'all got watered down. This is why it ain't no real men out here no more. Because you made excuses for everything that was opposite. You see to this day, niggas make an excuse for everything instead of just saying shit for what it is. That's why I say no excuses. Is this a man? ABG said that's a man. Yeah. Yes, twerking was a spiritual dance in Africa. But guess who did the twerking? The woman. The woman. The man did they dance, but the man more or less jump around and the woman do the gyrating. That's what we see all cultures do that. All cultures in history. Indian, all native cultures, women specialize in what? Gyrating the hips. You dig? And a lot of time the man do what? Jump up and down, stomp his feet, right? The woman gyrates the hip. Stop playing, y'all. Y'all know this. But people be making excuses because it's cute. See that? So that's why I told y'all, the more men become feminine, it makes it easier for me to just be me. It makes it easier. I'm telling you, this shit is easy. All I got to do is be myself. Why? Because men have gotten so weak. It's not that people pull up and tap into me because I'm extra. No, I'm just being what a man's supposed to be. That's it. I'm just being me, y'all. I'm just being how I was raised, what I was taught, what I learned, what I know what time. I'm not going to be tricked. I'm not going to be fooled. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not going to remix the history. I'm not going to act like how I was raised is so much different from how you was raised and make excuses. No, I'm going to keep it what it is. Now, if one of y'all bust in a room and catch your son laid up like this, what you going to say? If you catch your son gyrating in a room with his friends, what you gonna say? You dig? These are real questions because these are the niggas making you people think it's okay. That's all I'm saying. That's right. Certain talk, and he always smiling. Certain talk, motion, facial expression, mook vibes. That's right. That's right. That's right, Wax. You see it right here. Hold up. Let's get some more clarity to this. Yeah. The man hiding. The other man all the way hiding. So let's say that wasn't the man under the cover, right? Hiding their face. What crime would it have been, Bobby, to take a picture with two bad chicks in the bed with you? Why you didn't want that image out there? See? He want to play that peekaboo game. Is it a man? Is it a woman? I don't know. It might be. That's how they play them gay games anyway. I don't know. It might be. See? They know when once you start questioning, then that's how they got your brain. See, they play games. The same way I told you when they was testing people with they'll test you with certain shit. But meanwhile, they telling you out. We looking at them one way, but the other people know exactly what's going on. You feel me? They ain't got to question it. They see down low. They going to say what it is. Because mind you, he didn't go to jail acting like this. He came out of jail acting like this. You dig? That's a man. So we're going to leave it at that. I'm about to say case dismissed or case closed. That's a man. I'm waiting for everybody to. I'm still taking votes. You dig? We got somebody gay in the chat right now. No disrespect. You see, even a real woman. See, real women respect outright gay men. Women don't like DL thugs. See the difference? Real men understand, like to know where somebody stand. When people play both sides and all over the place, that's when we look at you crazy. You dig? So a lot of people got their own fight going on. Some people fighting their own sexual fantasies and behavior. So we talk about all this war and be prepared. Niggas ain't gonna be prepared because they still fighting their own sexual behavior. They don't even know the fuck they is. You know what I'm saying? It's just the truth. That's right. That's Young Ma in the bed. Yes, Young M.A. in the bed. Oh, shit, man. Salute to everybody in here, man. Y'all know it's nothing but love, man. Y'all know it's nothing but love in here, man. Y'all know this is how we do. Salute to everybody that's here, everybody on the replay, man. I'm trying to tell you, we're going to make this the most littest show that come on in the morning. You dig? That's what it is. Like I said, y'all know I'm going to talk my talk. Some of y'all real slick and real crafty, how y'all be moving and shit. So don't think I don't know what the fuck y'all be doing. And I'm going to say it again. Some of y'all stick to uploads. Stick to uploads, stay in your lane. All right? I don't be around nobody else. I do my own thing. And I suggest a lot of y'all do the same. That's it. You dig? And yes, people that's on their shit, you about this information, you about that, I'm telling you, we're going to link up. We're going to do something. I'm telling you, if some things going to go down, we're going to plan out some real good shows, some real things going to come on the table, man. I'm telling you. We just beginning with this shit. But if you real, eventually you got to come across the desk. You dig? You got to. It's just how it work. Bati Bobby boy. Bati man. He's a Bati boy. Yes, he is. Hold up. What up, Joski? Hold up. That's a fact. We like rice and beans. That's a fact. We good together, good by ourselves. That's right. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. All right. One thing I did learn. This one thing I learned. The people is tired of bullshit. People tired of that fake shit. And another thing I peep gave, everybody ain't stupid. I ain't gonna lie. I underestimated the minds of the people. Like, more people are on point than stupid. People ain't with that dumb shit no more. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. This is what I'm learning. People want what's real. And people seeing through a whole lot of shit. Why? Because we in Revelation. Everybody being revealed. You can't fool nobody no more. You can try, but the shit ain't gonna work. That's all. That's what I've been noticing. So one thing I know that I'm proud of, like the shit we be doing real. Like this is real what we be doing. You know what I'm saying? I deal with real people. Like that's what I'm proud of. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I lost hope. People are tired of no talent and gimmicks. Tell them. Tell them. Tell them. I ain't going there today, man. I ain't going there, man. I ain't dropping salt on nobody, man. A lot of time when I be ranting, when I get off the stage, I be like, man, I shouldn't even said that shit. I ain't even gonna do that shit no more, man. You know why, man? To be honest with you, man, people so pathetic, man. You just gotta watch them die out, man. You just gotta watch them fall, man. I'm gonna be real. That's just what's going on. That's just what's going on, man. Like when we got, like you see how you got lames be still trying to troll. Like you got niggas that wake up. When I see a nigga trolling in the morning, that's why I know that's a nigga with no job. That's a nigga that's probably, I told you, that's a nigga that's homeless. That's fucked up. You got to be a fucked up person to troll early in the morning. I'm telling you, your life got to be shit. And most of y'all that wake up early with no life, this what most of y'all, this for y'all right here. This for most of y'all right here. Y'all niggas that wake up with no life, this y'all. I'm going to tell y'all right now, that nigga, that person that's putting that in my chat, this for you. Because I know who y'all niggas is, man. Shout out to Riley from the Boondocks. He told y'all these niggas was gay. I'm telling you, man. This is what exists on the internet. A lot of costumes, a lot of skirts, a lot of fraudulent activity, a lot of men playing men, a lot of men acting to be men. And they're the number one promoters of this alpha male talk. I told y'all that alpha male, beta male really means top and bottom. That's gay talk right there. A lot of y'all don't know that. So my brothers, stop that straight. Stop saying you an alpha male. You say I'm a man, nigga. You don't say I'm an alpha male. I'm a man. That's how you say it, bro. All that alpha male shit. Alpha male is the top, the masculine. Beta male is the feminine one. But they both come together. So stop saying you an alpha male. Just say you a man. You dig? I told you was taught by master to say all the fucked up wrong shit. And you say the white man words and don't even know what the fuck you saying. Alpha male, beta male is Greek talk. Greeks. All right? That's why you get more respect when you come out right. Because everybody know that what? They said take a real man, well, he got to be a solid ass, he got to be a strong man to take all that stuff up his backside. You dig? So a lot of y'all get more clout by coming out. Stop playing. You dig? Because, ain't no real woman going to pull up in y'all chat. I already told you that. Real women want to hear real men. That's it. Yeah, I got a lot of women in my chat, but I got real niggas here too. And guess what? They hear a man be a man. So it's not like they hear me because I gotta cater to women and I gotta talk. I gotta deal with topics that deal with my sisters. So I keep it balanced, you know what I'm saying? But most of y'all, you ain't never gonna have a chat full of women. You know why? Because they see through you. And you know why else? You're suspect. Therefore, you only gonna attract other men like you. And I told you half these niggas are suspect. That's why I told y'all the main people on this, I never, ever had a woman tell me to show my face. I told y'all that months ago. These niggas like to look in your face. They want to look in the nigga mouth. They want to look in your eyes, stargaze. They want to look in your nose. You see that? And I got gold in my mouth. You think I want niggas all in my mouth? No. I had shit in my mouth since a kid, teenager. Been have golds and diamonds in my mouth. I'm not bragging, but I want to show y'all how all these niggas want to do is look at somebody, look at the nigga mouth all day. Look at the nigga eyes and stargaze. I never had a woman say, fam, when you gonna show your face on your platform? Never. Always was a nigga. So I'm telling you, most of these dudes are suspect. That's why they be all the niggas chat all day, every single fucking day. Worshiping niggas, going hard for niggas. But guess what? Ain't none of them ready for war. You know why? Because they ain't got their bug out bag ready. Niggas ain't got their bug out bag ready, man. They out here playing around. So y'all know months ago, I asked the question when I said, look, who is gonna support, who gonna look out for the women and the kids? Now I hear some people saying it now. But the whole point is all you got to do is watch their content, and their content has nothing to do with the women and the kids. And what I mean by that is making people aware of the real things that's going on in the world. You feel me? I talk about current events. You see, people that listen to me, you understand I got a method to the madness. I talk about current events. You see, I'm gonna give y'all a piece of my formula. I speak about the events. That's the entertainment part. When I get into the breakdown and the understanding, that is the real jewels. That is the real truth I bring to the table about these bogus ass topics. These topics that I drop, I don't give a fuck about none of these topics. You know why? Because all of these niggas already done. I don't care about no disrespect. I don't care about no niggas been dying since forever. But my thing is giving an understanding and a lesson within a lesson so you ain't got to die and your kids ain't got to die. That's more important to me. But I understand that, like I said, I just use these avatars to draw people in so they can see the real truth. A lot of y'all break these stories just to have something to do, a trending topic. That's it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not knocking y'all. I'm just trying to tell people, don't compare me to other people because I ain't them and they ain't me. I got something different going on over here. I just had to let that be known that what? We still ain't ready for war. We still are lost. And therefore what? We failed as a people. And once they start taking control back of all their social media platforms, what we going to have left after that? Somebody tell me that. Once the social media platform's gone, what else a nigga got left, y'all? Tell me that. Shit gonna be quiet, ain't it? I know. Because niggas have invested the past couple of decades into nothing. That's all I'm saying. And let me say it again. I ain't no hypocrite. I be on the internet every day. Every day. But I be doing a lot of different shit. That's the difference. And then sometimes I don't want to be on this shit at all. Because I understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, this internet shit is Bible. It's the Bible for y'all. It's the fucking Bible. Your whole life is just a fucking internet. Meaning you believe every fucking thing you hear, see, you follow every fucking thing. You're always ready to beef. I'm talking about fight the truth. See what I mean by that? I'm talking about always quick to go against the grain. That's all I'm saying. Another one, I don't be meaning to rant, but that's where y'all take me sometimes. We here though. Salute to my people, we done. We all agreed on some things. The last thing I'm gonna ask y'all. Does Nicki Minaj co-sign pedophilia? And does she specifically target teenage girls? That's my only last question. What y'all think? What y'all think about that? Is she a Chester supporter? Thank you, all artists mental. Is she a Chester supporter, and does she target young girls? And she's almost 40. You see, if that was a man, niggas would be on that nigga head. But when it's a female, she get a pass. And I prove to y'all many different times, it's women that molest people too. It's women that set girls up in trafficking rings. It's women that prostitute younger girls. You always give women a pass. That's why a lot of shit fucked up too. A lot of y'all kids being manipulated by older chick right now, promising them that one day they can get paid like them. You see that? She's satanic. Big Phil said absolutely. Yep. Beautiful Ray said yep. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Nicki 40 acting like 20. She just had her first kid. So let's be real, y'all. She don't even know how to be a mother yet. Y'all know that mother instinct take time. You know it take a while to be a nurturer, protector, lover. She ain't none of that. She ain't learned to be no damn parent yet. She still acting like a damn fool. You feel me? I'm just being real. I don't want to hear about she the queen of rap. You could be the queen of rap. That really mean you the queen of nothing. Don't y'all know what that shit mean? Rap is a joke. Who was the king of pop? Michael Jackson. Did they not call that nigga a weirdo when he died? That means nothing in the real world. Only in the nigga kingdom. Because your kings and queens are fucking entertainers. The real world laugh at that shit. Is she a goddamn Chester supporter, and does she target kids? That's all I'm saying. No disrespect to no Bobs, nobody that's grown. I'm just being real, man. Is she turning out young girls? Because y'all don't think a behavior in music can turn somebody out. You don't believe that part. Your young girl don't know nothing about being nasty and fast till she get introduced to Nicki Minaj. You get it? And the rest of them. Oh, that's what's up, Jay. You went to Westerhouse. That's what's up. Rap is a government program. That's right. Now, hip-hop started in the park. Hip-hop did start organic. Yes, it was natural. This is what I got to clarify because people get pissed. Hip-hop did start off pure and organic. It was real. But once hip-hop started dealing with them people for money, I told you already, once hip-hop started being profitable, that's when the beginning of the jacking started. That's when the vultures got into it. That's when all these different cultures came into rap. Once it came to the dollar, I told you, hip-hop venue was shared with other people. Niggas could not walk up in them offices and get their music signed. They needed a white person. And a lot of times, the white people were gay people. No disrespect. I'm just telling you history. Once it became corporate, hip-hop was no longer the same no more. Because we let people in, and then the people took over the shit. You know how when you let somebody stay with you, and now they running your house like it's they shit? They put their feet on your coffee table, smoking weed all in your house, eating up your food. It ain't even they shit. It ain't even on the lease. Well, that's what they did to hip-hop. That's how they jacked it. That's why they in power right now. They run this shit. But when it first started, no, it was not like that. So that's why I told you, if you still make hip-hop music, and you just do it for yourself and your fans and your people and you stream it, that's still hip hop. That's why I say ain't nothing wrong with still making your music. But if you try to get in the game and you try to go to certain levels because you want to be at the top, that's the shit that's over with. But hip hop ain't never gonna die. Let me clarify that. Hip hop will never die. But what was called hip hop is now called rap music. It's called drill. It's called a whole bunch of other things, but it's the same shit. All right? Hip hop deals with making good music that people can dance to and have fun to. Bottom line, talent, lyrics that could be listened to that has a meaning to it, a feeling, a vibe. That is real hip hop. Everything else is bullshit. All right? It's some shit thrown together. That's it. All right? And I got to speak that way because a lot of y'all love hip hop so much. I know it hurts some of y'all feelings, but y'all love that shit. Now you understand. You show me a nigga that love hip hop, I'll show you a nigga that ain't getting nowhere in life. How about that? I'll prove it. You show me a nigga that love hip hop, I'll show you a nigga that didn't get nowhere in life. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a nigga that's old and delusional. Huh? I'll show you another thing. It's more older niggas more entwined in hip hop than young niggas. How about that? To show you it's a brainwash program that fucking works. That's why the old heads don't want to let it go. A lot of people, they already figured this shit out. That's all I'm saying, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. We agreed on certain things. Leave your opinion in the comment. If you don't agree, that's cool too. Ain't no smoke, no disrespect, but I gotta be me. That's right. Who else up in here? Russell Simmons went to City College and dropped out for the hip hop culture. Yeah, yes, he did. Yo, what's up, Miss Jackie? Miss Jackie on the replay. That's what's up. Good to see you. D Sweet. Ronald Hawkins. Hip hop was for the ladies in the early 70s. That's right. Let's be real. The whole purpose of going to the club was for the ladies. The whole purpose of getting fresh to death was for the ladies. How many of y'all, man? Some of my people, y'all gonna feel me. Y'all already know I'm about to go with this. 1 second. How many of y'all remember back in the day when we used to have contests to see who could bag the most chicks? Who could bag the most chicks? Who can get the most phone numbers? Who remember that? That's how I grew up. You feel me? We had competition. We got fresh for a reason. We ain't get fresh just to be around the bros all day. We ain't just want to hang around. We ain't grow up like that. I grew up playing football, basketball, sports, being bad, all of that shit. But every day I had to chill with a female. That's how we grew up. We first started cutting school. What we do? Sneaking chicks in the crib, skipping school at Shorty house. That's what we did. So all this new shit of niggas trying to impress niggas, I don't get that shit. And still try to be tough gangster. That's new shit. When niggas did show up, they showed off for a female. They didn't show up for no nigga. That's the difference. That's the difference. I'm just showing y'all basic shit. I'm just showing you basic shit. But we grew up having contests on who could bag the most chicks. Stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? We didn't look for a compliment from another nigga. We wanted a chick to say, I like that shirt. I like them clothes. There, he could dress. That's what we got dressed. We didn't get dressed for another nigga to say, bro, I like those shoes. Yo, bro, where you get that jacket from? Man, fuck out of here. It wasn't for you. All right? Just a little taste of history of niggas who forgot they something. You dig? That's right. We had bagging. We called them bagging contests. You can bag the most chicks. I'm talking about junior high school shit. I'm talking about elementary school, 6th grade. I'm dead serious. I'm not lying with y'all. We were doing that shit early, man. We always knew it. We ain't know about all that funny shit. We ain't know about that, man. That shit was not going on like that. That's all I'm saying. But that's right. Now your kids be groomed. They be groomed to be other shit. They get groomed to be fast in the ass. Now, mind you, everything I just said, it wasn't even a lot of sex going on. Like, niggas was bagging chicks, but wasn't even getting no sex for real. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Because chicks wasn't that fast back in the day. They wasn't. I'm being real. Niggas remember, you might have had to date a chick for a whole year before you smash. You might have had to date, I'm telling you, you had chicks that were virgins, dog. She bad as hell, but she ain't doing it. You might go hump. You gonna kiss to death, but you ain't getting that. That's how it was, yo. I'm gonna be real. So I'm telling y'all, a lot of this shit is new. Now, when you had a fast girl in the hood, you might have had one fast girl out of 10 girls. And that be the girl that everybody wound up humping on with their clothes. You know what I'm saying? But that's how that shit was. And that fast girl in the hood, next thing you know, we found out the older nigga was fucking her. You see that? But she was promiscuous at a young age, letting all the young boys hump her. But at night, it was an old nigga humping in the building somewhere. See? I seen that shit play out when I was young. Then I understood why the girls that was fast, as I got older, I realized them girls was already being touched. They was already fucking at 13 and 12. Well, we ain't know nothing about that shit. When we was young, you still scared to whip your jaw out. You still scared. You feel me? I don't gotta say it. This is how we was raised, dog. Meaning it's levels to that shit of learning women, man. You had to learn women. It was a process. So that's why a lot of y'all don't know women, because you ain't grow up around that shit. You grow up around in a whole nother lifestyle, nigga. I told y'all, this shit we trip off of, and this lifestyle is normal. See? And BobbyShmurda in them era, this shit normal. If you were a teenager when Obama was in office, if you were young 20s, all of this shit is normal now. Telling you it's normal. But for us, it's not normal. We are born in a different era. We didn't do this shit. That's all I'm telling y'all. All this comes from the Obama era. That's why in history, some people say he is the first gay president. And he is the first president to co-sign all of this gay stuff. And that's his business. But understand that some of y'all are born in a different generation. You were born in an era where this is cool and being a Barbie is cool. You got to remember all you got to do is go back to everybody that blew up in 2008, 9, 10, the whole Obama era. You'll see the pattern. That's why all this shit is normal now. Because a lot of y'all was raised in this shit. You never had a chance. You ain't have a chance to holler at no girl crush. See, it's just different now. A lot of us, we didn't know what a damn transgender was till we was grown. And still didn't know. We just knew to stay your ass out the village. We knew that part. But we didn't know about transgenders and shit like that. Your generation is normal. That's it. It's normal. That's the difference. So I'm just showing the parallel between how times change, but really they didn't change. They just changed people's behavior and thinking. That's it. That's it. All right, y'all. I got too many of my people in here. That's why it be hard to check out. Other than that, man, I'm about to get out of here, man. What's up, though? Everybody in here. Like I said, I don't mean to step on no toes or hurt nobody's feelings, but all I know is how to be me. I ain't got time to play. So we got into everything here. Yes, I'm going to timestamp this. So like I said, if you didn't catch the beginning, you could pull up to the part you want to hear. I know I did a lot of ranting, but we got into the real shit. And the real shit, don't forget, because I know I've been going off. The real shit is they announced that September is National Preparedness Month, and Denver is giving out free bug out bags. And they telling everybody in America to get you a bug out bag because it might go down. This was also co-signed by FEMA. Remember FEMA? Well, Hurricane Katrina came and all of them got wiped out. And a lot of them had to go to FEMA camps and things of that nature. Well, that's what we're dealing with. We also know, or this so-called martial law, this so-called purge, this applies with the purge. Because if a purge happens, you need a bug out bag. What's a bug out bag? A bag so you be prepared in case you can't go back home. In case some killers and ghouls run into your house and you got to leave out the back door. You need a preparedness bag. This is what they promote. See the baby bottle? See? That means your kids are in danger. You see that? You got to know how to read signs and symbols. Even though they still being funny, because there's a lot of shit you gonna need. They ain't on this shit. But this what they said you gonna need: a phone with a charger, a can opener, an umbrella, some gloves, a blender. No, that's a light, a lamp. You dig? That's what they say you gonna need. So we have never ever heard no damn announcement when you need a bug out bag. So this is why you hearing things you never heard before. Because I told you, a lot of time before they do shit, they give you a fair warning. But a lot of people, they be asleep. But we paying attention over here. That's the number one agenda of today, this episode. This is the realness. And this right here, let me show you. Once again, this right here will be at a schoolyard near your kids. And this rainbow fentanyl, it will kill. You touch it, it's going to knock your ass out. But this was manufactured specifically to be attracted to the eye of kids. You see that? That's for the kids, and they for the kids. All to have your kids fucked up in the head. I'm done. Episode 264. Thank y'all all for staying in the building. Thanks everybody for tapping in. Salute the Wax Dog for heating up in the chat. That video I watched yesterday had me crying in tears. I'm telling y'all, Comedy Central on YouTube is hilarious. We got the Vice channel. We got CNN. We got it all. I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out of here, y'all. Let me just go. Salute to everybody here, though. Y'all know it's nothing but love. Y'all stay in tune. Y'all stay focused. Y'all stay lit. Y'all stay ready. And we out. One.